What is up, guys? Welcome back to Conversation episode number 43. Today we have some topics to talk about. One of them, I don't know if y'all seen this video of the Island Boys
Island Boys.
doing some incest. We're gonna get into that, and also we're gonna get into the movie that really suggest everybody see. And if take your family members, take everybody. My wife has seen it. I wanted to watch it. Unfortunately, I had a prior engagement, so I couldn't see it. But I am going to see it this week, and it's called The Sound of Freedom. Definitely, we're gonna show our love for that movie. Definitely go check it out to show awareness of what's really happening with kid human trafficking, and I don't understand why there's such resistance happening all around our country against this movie when movie is to show awareness to, hey, protect your kids, because this is something that's really happening. And
You notice that we've been getting a lot more Amber Alerts lately about like
dude, like,
abducted
no
children.
lie, bro, like I think I had one last night, like
Yeah,
I was asleep, or like
I was in Round
two nights
Rock the
ago
past
it was.
weekend and I
Yeah.
had like two Amber
Yeah, and
Alerts.
it's like, dude, what's going on, bro? And then this whole thing with the, I guess we could start off on this with the whole, um, like it's like you were saying that there's so many Amber Alerts and the border's wide open to where,
And I've just noticed it's way more frequent than it's ever been. Like
well,
nowadays, I just found my phone like, and obviously we've had smartphones for years now,
yeah.
but like now, and Amber Alerts aren't new.
You're
But
right.
like, I just feel
It
like,
just seems they're more
yeah, they're
consistent,
super more frequent like nowadays, and I'm like, why is there so many Amber Alerts nowadays?
bro. And also the thing, I don't know if you know about this, but like when I'm an immigrant, right, and we came from Mexico to the United States.
Uh-huh.
But there's certain people that come, like let's say from Colombia. I think this is where this movie is based off of, that come from Chile, Brazil, Venezuela, Honduras. They are trying to escape these countries,
Okay,
right?
yeah, of course.
And they send their kids with these coyotes,
That
and
they trust.
yeah, that they trust, or they believe, right? And they pay top dollar. You talk about like 10 G's
Part of their
plus.
life savings.
Yeah, bro, they sell everything just to
Mm.
send their kids to try to make sure that they have a better place. And the whole way over there, I don't know if if you haven't seen this, go look it up. It's very sad. It's called the Panish trees.
A rape tree or something like that.
Yeah, the
I've heard
rape
about
tree.
it.
Or they
Hang
call it the
underwear.
Panish. Yeah, they change the little girls and little boys' underwear, because throughout the whole journey till they get to the border, they've been molested and abused through the whole time, bro. The however long it takes them to there, by the time they get to the United States, they are then sold to the sex traffickers, and like then you will never see them again. And this movie is based on true events that are happening. And what's so scary is that people don't take that. So like right now, it seems like they're more into like the LGBTQ, like, oh, protect them. But when it comes to like, hey, we need to protect our kids from like
It's
predators,
very quiet.
then it's like, oh no, like what we need to, like, I don't know if y'all seen this, like I got a TikTok from one of my friends, uh, that shows like where they're like, hey, this movie's sold out, and she gets there, or they get there, and it's like completely empty.
Yeah.
Or they're telling them like, hey, the AC's not working, we're sorry, we're not gonna be able to show you this movie. And she's like, no, we want to see this movie. It's okay, I'll sit through the heat. And you go in, AC works perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Everything is
fine.
operational. It's like, what's the so resistance about this movie? And what's funny about it is, this movie is not new. It's Disney has owned this movie for 5 years.
Disney.
Yeah,
Disney's kind
bro.
of sketchy, low key.
Well, yeah, no, like facts. Like, why wouldn't they release this movie? Like, if you're so about kids, why not release this movie?
There's episodes of I forget which like the old style Disney, like Mickey, where like
Yeah,
there's like all the characters kind of included. You got like what's the guy named Pinocchio,
Oh, Pinocchio has a dark story, and it's actually
Dark story.
it's
That's what I'm
about
saying.
kid
We
sex
take
trafficking.
kids to is it
Pleasure Island.
Pleasure Island,
Pleasure
and they
Island.
become boy or
No, they never leave as
yeah, they
boys.
never leave his voice. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
clip.
yeah.
And it's like, it's so much, and like he has this menacing smile. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
just weird, but it's a lot of like weird, dark messages.
But what's funny is, when you're a kid, you think it's just a movie, right? And even as an
Yeah.
adult, you kind of like, oh, well, what is, until somebody's like kind of like opens your eyes, like, hey, bro, this is what they're talking about. And then
Exactly.
you look at it, you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Exactly.
And especially with this whole Epstein thing that has come out, like,
Yeah.
do Pleasure Island, like,
It's
isn't that exactly what he would call it,
bro,
or what
exactly.
it was called?
And a lot of people are saying those island boys.
Oh, you think they were?
They nicknamed them. I mean, I was probably just like some internet shit, like some meme.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
they nicknamed
Like
them
a
the Epstein boys.
really? I didn't know
Yeah, you
that.
didn't see that?
Mm.
And when they're like, there's a picture of them, and like Epstein is like one on this
Really?
side, one on this side.
The Island
I
Boys.
think it might have been Photoshop, but it looked. I
I don't
mean,
know, with like these deep fakes,
yeah,
everything
exactly.
is like
It's
like really,
questionable.
yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
You
So you
can't
can't
trust your
really
eyes
say what
anymore.
is. Exactly. You
Yeah.
can't say what is and what ain't. But I mean, based off of whatever they put out to the world, for, to
Yeah, yeah,
see.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I believe in it, but I also wouldn't doubt it. You know what I mean?
I think because we're gonna get off a little bit of talk and then we'll come back to it. We're gonna get into the Island Boys and what they're doing. There's a video out there of them making out. Like, this is disgusting, right?
And these are blood brothers,
Yeah, but the thing is, because we
twins.
had just talked about it in our last podcast,
Yeah.
you know, that me and you did.
Yes, and we didn't even know. This is before the
Yeah, yeah,
video
yeah.
came
This is the
out. We
before
brought them
video.
up.
Yeah, yeah. And then I think they're doing it because they need clout. Like, they're not, like, they're losing their famous or
But
whatever
Island Boys was famous back in 2020, early
I think
2022, last year
was it, or
or
was
2021.
it prior, before COVID?
I don't know, but they were like, I know they tried to like start their little rap career.
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously they're ass. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
this just entertainment. Like I swear to God, these people would not be relevant if they didn't have all those retarded ass tattoos all over their face.
You think that's what it is? It's just the
Their image is what blew them up, and then like they're like outlandish behavior because they act ignorant as hell. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like people like that, it's real easy to blow up when you look ignorant and you behave ignorant too,
Yeah.
right? And then like
I think you have to be ignorant
Yeah, you
because
have
they
to,
clearly
you know what I'm
are.
saying?
Like, it's not like
yeah, and then
they're
they did the
not
whole
playing.
video.
They are.
Yeah, they actually are, exactly.
yeah.
And then they did the whole video in the pool when they were like Island Boy, and then
Yeah,
that
yeah.
song became like
Well, I think
big thing.
I think what made them famous is people making fun of them.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
were
Because
laughing
they
at
were,
them
yeah, they were
first.
laughing at it, and then they were like making fun of their hairdo,
Yeah,
their everything.
And then they profited off of it. They
Yeah.
started doing club appearances. They started doing podcasts. They started doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I guess they got them a little bit of money. They probably blew. Obviously, they ran through that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, he was telling me they was on Jake Paul or
Yeah, yeah, they were in Jake
Logan
Paul. Yeah.
Paul's podcast or something. And then he was trying to give
Logan
him
Paul, yeah.
Logan's
Yeah, yeah.
exactly, and they tried to give him advice, and then he was like blowing it off,
yeah.
getting offended.
Yeah.
And I think now, since that hype is kind of like down from whatever they had going on, everybody's like, okay, whatever. You know, the internet, like, attention spans are like quick nowadays.
Yeah.
You gotta stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? So I think they released that video in an effort to like break the internet again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I guess they got desperate and they decided the best thing to do
Bro,
is make out with each other.
like,
Yeah, you know what's more cringe about it than anything? It's like you could tell they have the ring light and everything.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
put y'all literally put the brightness on yourself, and said, "Let's make out on camera."
They
You
said, let's make out.
I
mean,
how do you plan
they-
this shit?
yeah,
You don't
they
just
had
like
to-
wake up
yeah,
and
yeah,
decide to kiss your brother in the mouth like that. That's fucking weird. Who does that?
No.
Like, what respectable grown ass man in your 20s? You a grown ass man. You decide. Let me wake up.
Maybe one of them identified as a female and the other one didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's a female now.
And then they released a statement after, we're not sexually attracted to each other, but this is not our first time doing something like this. I feel like they probably fucking each other off camera. I don't know. They have an OnlyFans, so they're probably using that to get more traffic. Yeah, it's really fucking nasty if you think about it.
Yeah,
These are
it's gross.
brothers, bro. Like, these are like same mom, same dad. These are twin
yeah,
brothers.
they're twins. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you're making who does this type of shit, bro?
I think it's desperation, and when you're looking at I don't know if y'all seen this. With me and you are both.
Nasty
I
as
finished
hell.
it. The Tucker Carlson interview with
Oh, yeah. With Tate.
with Tate. He literally says that weak men have a price on how much. So like somebody's gonna come, right?
They can buy them.
Somebody, yeah, exactly.
They can be bought.
Somebody came and probably said, "Hey, make this video, and I'll pay you
Oh, for sure.
this much."
Oh, for sure.
And they're like, "Hell yeah!"
Easily.
Like screw my morals. I don't care about morals. Like, their god is money.
Bro, at the end of, bro, I could tell, like, just by looking at these people, like, come on now. Look at these kids, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just by looking at them, like
But
first of all, I can't take them serious. Like
Yeah.
if they had walked in here right now, bro, I would not take them serious, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to disrespect y'all, but like, there's nothing respectable about y'all after, especially after doing no weird shit like that. That was crazy. That was out of line, out of line. There should be no reason why two grown ass men that are actually brothers. Like, imagine if Andrew and Tristan did some shit like that.
Dude, that would
You know how crazy that would look?
That would never happen, bro.
Of course not.
That would
but
never
you know how
happen.
crazy that would look?
Yeah.
That would look insane.
Yeah, that would never happen.
Man. Nah.
That would
I'm
never happen,
still
bro.
like tripping over that, bro,
Dude,
because
this is literally the
What?
I don't know if you remember, like in high school, the people would be like, well, would you kiss this for $1,000, 10 million?
Oh yeah, just like asking shit.
Yeah, like these people actually did it.
Yeah.
Like they weren't like, oh,
You actually took your phone out, put a ring light on your
yeah.
phone, and recorded yourself making out with your brother. Who does this shit, bro? You are weird.
But what's funny is I wonder if it's a distraction, right? Because this is happening around the same time that like we were saying, the Sound of Freedom is coming out. And a lot of the times, if you notice that whenever something big is happening,
There's something else.
they try to put there to distract it, right? Because we're even talking about it.
That's true.
Like we're not a big channel. We're growing, but we're even talking about these fools. And the main focus, I think, it should be still on the bring awareness to child trafficking and what's really happening. Like for example, this open borders thing that we have, bro. That's, if anything, that's actually promoting like everything that's happening, because the borders are so open that the traffickers are like, bro, we could just bring as many kids as we want.
Bro, that business just is booming right now.
It's like
bro.
$1 trillion market, bro. And what's sick is that I didn't know this until this movie came out and I started like researching it. The United States is the #1 on the human trafficking. Wow. You would think it would be another third world country. You would think, no, bro, it's us. And it's like, why?
The dark web has a lot of like.
Do you think it's because like it's Hollywood? Like Hollywood is here, right? Like there's not like when the big movies and all that stuff. It's all here in the United States.
Sure.
It's not really that big in the UK or anywhere else.
You gotta understand though, this type of shit's been going on a long time. Like, dude, Marilyn Monroe was like maybe 14 or 15, I guess, when she got into show business. And if you ever watched the movie, like, dude, she was raped like a bunch of times before she got a lot of the roles that she got on. Like, she
really,
dude, yeah, like
did she say it?
You want to be a star? Like, it's in the movie. They show it. You
is it a documentary or what is it?
It's like I guess an autobiography, not autobiography. Is that autobiography?
Yeah, like based on her life.
Based on her life.
Yeah. But this is when she's older and she's like telling her story like of when she was a kid.
Yeah, bro. They just go through it and then you can see like she's a young girl. Obviously, she's like, I guess, a beautiful girl or whatever. She's pretty, but like she's trying to get into show business and become an actress and a model and stuff. And most of the guys that are giving her contracts are like older, Epstein-ass 40, 50-year-old men, you know what I'm saying, that work in show business. And bro, they're bending her over their desk and they're like going crazy.
It shows that? They can't show that. That's like...
They show her getting bent over the desk and getting... I mean, they're not going to show the whole like duration of her getting
that would be child pornography.
Yeah, but... Obviously,
who does that though? Like, what parent would allow that?
She had a rough childhood though. I don't think she had a... I don't think she knew her father.
Yeah, but
and those are the type of kids that are more vulnerable. The ones that grow up in like broken homes. And they're looking for a way out.
Yeah.
They'll do anything, bro.
Just
you know
to get out.
Just to get out, and then they'll let themselves get taken back. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. I mean, she did make it. She was probably America's most beautiful woman at a point in time. You know what I'm saying? She was the face of beauty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was a gorgeous woman. But like she went through a lot of shit, and I think she committed suicide. She overdosed later in life.
That makes sense. That's that's one of the reasons probably why a lot of these like famous actors and stuff end up
Disney
with like
people.
Well, they like have a drug problem, right? Because all the abuse they could have gotten. Like we don't know their lives.
Yeah.
We're just speculating.
When the cameras flash and every camera's when everybody says action, bro, like. It looks beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Like, they make it look nice, like, she's smiling.
Glamorous, like, hey, you should do this. You know?
Like, bro, like, I want to be a child star. Yeah. And it's like, bro, behind the scenes, bro, it's really dark, bro. Like, you
you bring up a really good point. And a lot of these things that happen, right, is because there is no father in the home. You think that if there was a strong male presence, You think that would have happened?
Definitely
Hell
not.
no, bro. Like if
Definitely not.
these people know who
Target.
to target, and it's usually broken, like you said, broken homes
Yep.
that don't have a father, and I think that's why they push women independence. Because if a woman's independent, you don't need a man, right? If you
Yeah.
can do everything that a man can, why you need a man? You can
Yeah.
have you can grow a child by yourself if you think you can, right? Which I'm not saying you can't. A lot of strong women they're out there that are doing it. They're raising their kids by their own because their man has left them for whatever reason.
And she steps up.
And she steps up to the occasion. I'm not saying that that's not possible and that's not what women actually do because they do it, right? They're very strong. They have different strengths than us. But what I'm saying, they still need a father figure to keep them off the pole, keep them off the streets.
Keep them out the
Yeah,
club.
and
All that. Yeah.
to teach them what they're supposed to be treated and have those values. And I think that's one of the things why they're going after Andrew and Tristan so much is because if you teach a man how to treat a woman, right, then a woman will know her value. Like, hey, this guy will treat me this way, but this asshole over here is treating me like
And most
this.
responsible
I'm
fathers
supposed to
do.
be treated like this.
They treat their daughters like princesses. They're like, you better accept nothing less than respect.
And that's
You know
why
what I'm
a
saying?
lot of times, whenever you get them, you're like, oh, they're spoiled or whatnot. But it's like, no, they know what their value,
Of
their
course.
worth. You
Of
know what I mean?
course. Of course.
And I feel like a lot of these girls that are in broken homes, they don't know their value.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
their mom, and this is, let's be honest, bro. Like, if you raised in a single mother home, you know what I'm saying?
It's
She can only
tough,
do so
man.
much,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. She can only do so
Especially
much.
when
She's
there's multiple
working.
children.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
It's not their fault.
it's
Like,
not. No, no, no. It's not
yeah,
her
yeah.
fault. But it's just like, bro, it's tough, bro. Like, people like Billie Holiday, bro. Like, she grew up in like, that's an old singer. She was like a old, like a black singer. She's a beautiful woman, but dude, she grew up. Her mom was a prostitute. Her mom sold
Really?
her. Yeah, her mom. She had to. She was a prostitute since she was young,
Yeah.
like probably 11, 12, like, dude. And that's how she grew up. And, she grew up into be a really, really famous singer, you know what I'm saying, in
Yeah.
show business and all that. But, like, dude, also died of, I think, drug overdose or something like that, or
Yeah.
heart failure or something due to, like, bad habits and bad choices,
A
bro.
bad
Like,
life.
this is it's a pattern, bro. Like, it's not something that's uncommon to see, bro. Like, when you grew up in very separated or broken homes, bro, like, your chances of making it successfully or living an actual
It goes
good
down.
life, yeah,
Yeah.
you're fighting for that,
Now
bro.
we're not saying that it's impossible. It just drastically drops down
Facts. Because, I mean, you need a father figure, bro. Like, it's necessary.
Yeah.
You can't make it out. Obviously, there's a bunch. I know a lot of people that without a father figure. Bro, I have a friend, bro.
You don't necessarily need a father. You just need that figure, like you
That
said.
figure,
You need
yeah.
an uncle, a brother, like
But
somebody
sometimes even that's tough.
even somebody on TV that you admire. But
Yeah, true.
but they have to have the morals
Yeah, yeah.
that you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we can't all grow up in a Cosby family type of
Yeah.
dynamic, bro. Like, that's perfect on camera, but even apparently, I don't know if the Cosby allegations are true or not about what he did to certain people on the show or outside of the show or whatever. But, like,
What's that about? I don't like.
Bill Cosby got
I know
locked
Bill
up.
Cosby, yeah.
They're trying to say that he apparently drugged a lot of people
And
off
like
camera
abused them.
and sexually abused them, and that's why he got locked up. But it's like they're talking about years later.
But
My thing is like,
did
why
they
didn't
come
you
out with
report
evidence?
this? I don't know.
So he got locked up just off of
I
hearsay.
think he's out now, but like he did. I think it was like maybe like 5 years ago. He spent a couple years, a few years in jail.
For him to be in jail, there had to be evidence. There had to
That's
be
what I'm saying.
you can't just go in jail for and just for hearsay.
It's funny you say that.
I
Because
mean, in Romania, that apparently it's happening.
I was gonna say because Andrew Tate's actually under fire for that right now.
Did you know? Well, what's very funny about it is that is now they changed the allegations to where it was just TikToks.
I heard that's That was
It was just TikTok. It
So
wasn't
no
that he
more
was forcing. Yeah,
OnlyFans.
he wasn't forcing anybody to get abused by anybody or and like
Sleep with anybody,
They could
nothing.
leave come supposedly that.
This is all like it's so sad that it's happening to him.
They said that he's stealing the money from the girls that make TikTok. He's like, what am I gonna make pennies? Like I'm
Bro,
a
this guy's a
multi-hundred
billionaire.
millionaire.
You know what I'm saying? Like
why would I need that money?
I don't know why he needs an extra few $1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he has hundreds of millions, if not billions,
Yeah.
dollars. Like I don't know, bro. Like sometimes I be thinking, like, bro, like when people make these allegations, do they actually like make it make sense in their head before they?
I don't
say
think
it
I
out?
care. I don't think it cares. It's not about making sense. It's about shutting you up.
This is so sad,
It's about
bro.
scaring you to the point to where you'll shut up.
Yeah, because he can't be bought. They tried to buy
No,
this
no,
man.
no, no.
He won't
Yeah, yeah.
allow it.
Yeah, they were inviting to parties.
Yeah.
Dude, and that's one thing that's very, you gotta be very careful. Like when you start making it and you start getting invited to these parties, because these parties, you don't know what could be happening
Yeah,
behind the
facts.
scenes. You know, you have to be like, I think you would have to really be, you have to really know the person that you're going to,
Hmm.
like, and
But then
even then,
again,
you still gotta be
yeah,
careful, you
because you don't
know?
know who their
With
friend's
Aaron,
friend is connected
exactly.
to, and it's
Yeah.
always
And then
dark,
I know
bro.
we're like, oh, well, you were at that party with Epstein. We're like, what the fuck? Oh,
And you didn't even
that
know.
motherfucker was there?
And you know, paparazzi's always
Yeah,
there to
yeah,
catch
yeah.
pictures. They have secret people that are like taking pictures, and
Exactly.
all you have footage of, and
Well, like
obviously,
all these houses nowadays have security
oh
cameras,
yeah,
so now there's footage everywhere. You know,
yeah.
even we have security cameras.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
everybody, bro. The average Joe has
average
a
Joe.
security
So can
system in their
you
house.
imagine a multi-hundred millionaire? They're gonna have it everywhere,
Oh
bro.
yeah, for sure. And it's got audio,
Yeah,
everything,
top,
4K.
yeah, yeah,
You know
top
what
of
I'm
the
saying?
line.
And it
Yeah,
don't matter if it's true. As soon as TMZ put something out there, it could be a rumor, sure.
yeah,
But before
yeah, yeah.
people get to the bottom of,
They
it
won't
being
know the whole
legitimate or
story.
not,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they're
You're
gonna
already
you're already a victim. I
yeah,
mean, you're already, excuse me, not a victim. You're already well, yeah, you are a victim
yeah,
of, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, being lied on. But you're already painted as a monster,
Yeah,
being
yeah,
painted, you know
yeah.
what I'm
A
saying? Your reputation,
misogynist or
yeah, your reputation's on the
whatever,
line.
a racist or whatever. Yeah.
Some type of bigot, some type
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah. They do.
pedophile, some type of something, you know what I'm saying? And you can't even defend yourself because, like, shut up, you, da 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 da.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? It's like, damn, I can't even get a chance to, like,
Talk.
speak
Yeah,
my piece, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But what's funny is that the people that are the true monsters are always protected.
Always.
Like I think there was I think Andrew talked about it that there's this guy, a super famous director
Mm-hmm.
that got caught with child, pornography, and like they like swept it under the rug. Like, oh
Because it was
no,
hurting his
he was
feelings.
yeah, no, no. They said don't talk about it because it'll hurt his mom's
Oh, his
feelings.
mom's feeling, yeah.
Like fuck it,
Yeah.
like what the fuck?
It
What
is what it
about
is.
all these victims' feelings? Like, do they not matter?
You gotta be
Like, just
one
the mom's
sick
feelings matter?
bastard.
Like,
You gotta
if
be,
anything, her mom should be disgusted in her son.
yeah, facts.
You know, not
Facts.
defending him.
I swear to God, I had a child that did some shit like that. I don't give a damn. I'm disowning my child. That's
Yeah,
some weird shit.
but see that's what's so
I don't
weird,
play
bro.
that.
That
That's weird.
mm,
I'm not even trying to be attached to that. That's weird.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
then makes me look like I'm defending those type of actions.
See, but the thing is too, this like I said, it goes back to what Andrew said. Is like there's no more honor in your last name.
Oh, facts.
Like you're, whatever you are. Like if your last name's Hernandez, Garcia, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
you should have pride in your last name to say like, dude, I'm gonna make something of myself from because I'm this.
I represent.
I
This
represent
family.
this
Yeah.
family to,
Exactly.
and I have to represent it at its highest
Kind of like the
possible.
mafia, an Italian. You know what I'm saying? Like the Italians, bro.
You don't
Like,
disrespect the
oh hell no.
the family. Like that's
the
the family
family.
name.
It means
know.
something in the
Yeah, yeah,
streets,
yeah.
in the country.
But
Like,
now people's name don't mean shit.
yeah, no, I don't. People just carry a name, and nowadays we live in an era where people like drop their last name so fast.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to. I don't like my dad. I don't like my mom because they didn't support this
Yeah,
choice
yeah.
that I made. So
Right.
then they run off with their own name, and you know what I'm saying? It's like
There's no honor.
there's no honor.
Yeah.
There's no real like foundation to it. There's no real meaning behind it. They just like it sounds cool. You know what I'm saying? This represents my brand, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna da da da. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am now.
I think and then it goes back to that chivalry. Like when like a lot of women like, oh, chivalry is dead, and I think what's his
I don't
name?
think chivalry's dead though. I think people are just like a lot of guys are just tired of being like misused.
Yeah.
And tired of being taken advantage of.
Well, I don't know. I kind of think it is. In
I'm
a
still
certain
nice
way.
to women that are respectable or that
Yeah.
I feel like deserve it. I'm not sitting here saying I'm gonna disrespect a woman, but like at the same time, like I don't want. I obviously, bro. If you've been there, if you're a young guy, like probably like my age, I'm 26 now, so like. You've probably simped before unknowingly, without knowing, thinking,
Yeah.
oh,
Especially
like,
as
this
you're
girl
growing
likes me.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially as
yeah.
you're growing up, you gotta learn. You have to like get shitted on first before you
Yeah.
learn. You know what I'm saying? Experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying you probably like liking this girl and probably like doing things for her with her.
Yeah,
and
because
stuff.
you want to like
Yeah,
you,
'cause you're
you
trying
want to like impress her,
you're
whatever you
courting
want to
her.
do. Yeah, exactly.
And you're thinking, all right, bet I'm doing the right things. You're being a nice guy. All the while,
Some assholes over
some
there.
asshole,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
digging her guts out. And he ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit,
You're
but
doing all the.
yeah, he ain't doing shit but breaking her back. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't have to spend nothing, buy nothing because it's all coming from you. You're just a shoulder to cry on when he starts, treating her like an asshole.
Yeah.
And then like, You know what I'm saying? You're not. I've been there.
Then you're just a friend
Yeah,
zone.
you're just a friend
You're
zone,
a
and you're
friend
like,
zone.
bro, I'm the one that's actually like showing you,
But that's what
your
I'm saying.
worth.
That's where I was getting to the point where I think it was Dave Chappelle said, "Chivalry is dead and women killed it," because they're like, oh,
That's a
every
great way to put that. Yeah, I like
what's
that.
what's funny is every girl, right? They're like, I want a nice guy. I want a nice guy. But when they have that nice guy that's doing everything for them, they're like, man,
Misuse them.
I kind of want, like, why aren't you an asshole? Like, oh,
I've
you're
heard
too
so
nice,
many
bro.
women say
You're
that.
too nice. Like, oh, you're just a friend. You're just too nice. And then it's like, well then you're what you say and what you do are two different things. You
That's
say you want a
women.
nice guy, but then you go and get with the a hole. So then it's like, so then those nice guys turn into a holes, and then you're like, hey, why'd you change?
Men are ass. Men suck.
Yeah, all men are the same. Oh, maybe because that's what you're creating.
Exactly.
Like if you had the standard of like if you, it's all about supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
If the demand is high on asshole, well, guess what? More people are
Everybody.
gonna be assholes. But if the
Exactly.
demand is higher on somebody that's gonna treat you right, that's gonna, guess what?
Chivalry is not dead.
That's
Yeah.
what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
Like the thing that I think people don't understand is that women control everything. Like
Pretty much.
everything that men do is for women.
Low
Like
key,
like
high key, actually,
yeah, bro. Like we don't go and get high paid jobs and all that for ourselves. No, we do
bro.
that so we can become more
There's
attractive
guys.
to women.
If I could live comfortably, like if I didn't care about attracting a mate or a
Yeah,
partner,
yeah,
a woman, and I can say 50K, that's all I need, bro. A man can be very comfortable
yeah.
with 50K.
50K is
He's
a
just
lot.
taking care of himself.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't need it. It's not like I'm trying to get a special haircut every week to make sure I'm sharp and look nice. I don't got to be in the gym all the time to, make sure I had nice physique,
Yeah, yeah.
to impress the ladies, bro. I mean, 50K is very comfortable, It's a modest living, but like, if you don't care about attracting somebody else, bro,
Yeah.
you will be the happiest man with just 50K and just you yourself to worry about. Maybe you got a goldfish or something, or
A
you know what I'm saying,
dog
or
or
a dog
something.
or a
Yeah,
cat,
yeah.
whatever, a hamster, something. But like, dude, if it wasn't because of women, bro, I guarantee you, men would not be getting haircuts every single week to make sure they look sharp. Would not be on their hygiene. Wouldn't be in the gym.
Yeah, bro.
Wouldn't care about having
Well,
nice, expensive
yeah.
clothes, or just they wouldn't care about a lot of shit that we care about.
Well, if you go to the gym, you're a misogynist man now, right?
Who?
For real, that's a new thing now.
Nah, ain't
Dead ass, bro. Dead ass.
I be seeing them TikToks about like
I'm
fat
serious,
guys.
bro. It's like they've done I don't know if it was CNN or something.
Shit.
They literally came out in the news. If you work out, you are a misogynist.
That word doesn't even mean what it's supposed to mean anymore. Like that word
Nah,
is
bro,
just
it's just thrown out
yeah.
there.
That's just common as calling somebody dumb or something like that. Like
Yeah.
that's just a word now. Like that doesn't mean anything anymore because every person that's supposed to be a misogynist is actually preaching anti-misogynistic views.
Yeah.
Like Andrew Tate is really saying protect and take care of women.
I
And
think
he's a
they've been
misogynist.
brainwashed.
People are brainwashed, bro. And
But
it's like it's so sad because like I never thought something so new would catch on so fast.
like a fad.
Yeah, like this is a wave, but like it's almost like a permanent. I can't even call it a wave. I feel like it's just like a new. They call it
A
new
new
thing.
standard, like a new standard.
A new
of
standard because it's like we just came up with all this. Let's just say progressive shit since the pandemic in 2020. Let's just say 2019, 2020, and now it looks like it's here to stay because it don't look like it's going anywhere anytime
But what's
soon.
funny is they say progressive, but they really mean is recessive.
Yeah, it's
Because
opposite.
it's like they're like, oh, it's progressive for women. What are you talking about? You're the what is it? The Netherlands women of or the Netherlands what's that called? The Miss Netherland is a dude. Did you see the picture? Like this Miss Netherland, right, is a trans dude, and the runner up, bro. If you look at the pictures,
Speaking of trans,
if you look at the pictures, bro, you would, and you were at a club, and you're like, which one would you choose? You would choose the actual
an actual woman to represent
Like
women,
she should have won.
obviously.
Like the Netherlands, I don't know what the hell y'all doing. Like
Tripping.
the person that should have won was the runner up, 100%.
Bro, I was out with my homies last night. We went to this event.
This is getting crazy, bro.
And we went to go get. Remember, I told you I had a Mediterranean food last night.
Yeah.
This was late, and because our restaurant was open till like 3 a.m. So we were there at like maybe we got there like maybe 12:30, about 1 o'clock. I'm eating, and then like there's a group of like I thought was women walking towards me, and it was like women, but then it was this one. This nigga was big. I think it's Hispanic or white, one of those. Big guy, like stocky, deep voice, like voice deeper than mine. I swear to God. And this man was in a whole dress. And I'm like,
I
at
seen
first,
that
when I walked
downtown.
by, yeah, it was
Downtown. Yeah,
downtown.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah. I
downtown.
seen
It
that.
was
Yeah.
definitely downtown. I walked like he's so I'm facing like we sat outside to eat,
Huh?
and my back is facing I guess like the sidewalk, so everybody's like walking and riding their scooters, people are just like outside late
Yeah,
at
yeah,
night,
yeah.
whatever. And I'm like, whose voice is so deep? I'm like, what the fuck? I see this big ass nigga, bro, walking towards me in this orange dress. I'm like, that's a man? And everybody was like, shut up. What are you talking about? Like, they were telling me to like keep quiet because I was actually surprised. I thought it was some like big guy behind me. I was like, who's so close to me like this? Because he was walking and he was like,
Yeah, yeah,
bro, man's voice is deep as hell, bro. Bigger
yeah.
than me. God had to be at least 6'4"
Yeah.
in a fucking dress, bro. Threw me all the way off. I've seen trans people before, but it's just like, I didn't expect them to come that masculine. Like,
Yeah.
damn, like, bro
Well, it doesn't
was
matter now, bro. It doesn't matter. The way you
cross-dresser,
look is
whatever.
not the. Yeah, it's just a crosser.
Heels, hair, makeup, everything. But he looks silly because it's like, bro, you look. If you took all that shit off, you look like a man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
a
yeah.
masculine, like a big guy. Like he was really big, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was like, wow. Even
He doesn't realize he's a misogynist. He just
and,
stop
and
working
I
out.
swear, like you tell that to them, they're gonna call you a misogynist. You know what I'm saying? Because people support it, and they get a lot of support from other women, which I don't really understand.
But that's my point, bro. That's the point that whenever
That's
like
confusing.
everything that like we were talking about before the last podcast, it seems like it's recessive because everything that we're doing is hurting women. Like it's almost like taking away their rights.
Yeah, we're disrespect. We're literally exactly everything they fought for. All this women's rights that we fought for in the early, what was it, 60s or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
and the
that
men
was
are
or
taking
whatever.
it. Like
Yeah,
they
it's
found
like
a loophole. Like,
yeah,
oh, I just say I'm a freaking woman, and now
I can
like
invade
I
women's
can invade privacy. Yeah,
privacy. I can be in their locker rooms, their restrooms, and you can't tell me nothing about it because that
yeah.
makes you
A bigot.
a bigot or that
Yeah,
makes you like somebody who's sexually harassing me or that's assault now. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
It don't matter if you had a big old
Yeah.
boner in there and just whatever, bro. Big old freaking just like, oh, I'm a woman. Like it doesn't matter if my anatomy doesn't say it is.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
Whatever,
gonna lie.
whatever I think I am, I am.
There's been gay people for as long as I've known, you know what I'm saying? But I just didn't think like
Even
we'd
some
be.
gay people are not with it, bro. Like
Yeah, no.
they're starting to be like, dude, this is getting too much. Like,
Bro, Jeffree Star, shout out to him, man. Like,
yeah, that's one of them.
I
And like,
remember.
he's actually a big name too.
Yeah.
That's like, dude, what
That
the
guy's
fuck
done
are
a
we
bunch
doing?
of scenes with a bunch of people,
Mm-hmm.
been with a bunch of celebrities. But
Even people that said they're straight.
yeah, yeah. I don't know how you can be straight and be with Jeffree Star, but hey, but
Hey,
even
man,
he'll tell you
literally,
that, like,
yeah.
bro, this is retarded. Like, this is dumb. This makes no
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
We're this, and that's what we are. All this new
See,
stuff.
and
they're
that's
talking
why
about.
we have like I have respect for people like that.
Yeah,
Like where they're
facts.
like, dude, I made my choice as an adult, but
That's his right.
yeah, it's my right. It's and good for you. More power to you, bro. Like
He doesn't
live your
go by
life,
her,
enjoy it.
she,
Yeah,
none of
yeah,
that.
bro. Like enjoy your life. You only get one. Do you? But the thing is, like, don't push it under other people's throat. And that's the thing. That's one thing that people are starting to get tired of, and they're starting to wake up and actually start to say stuff. This is one of the reasons why this movie is being so successful.
That's what I'm. Yeah,
You know?
because I was about to say like, they're not just pushing it onto the public. They pushing it onto the children. Like, they bring
And that's
the kids
that's
to
where the
drag
line was
shows.
draw, bro. That's when they crossed it.
Why do we need kids to drag shows?
We don't, bro.
Why we need to have like
Trans story time.
at
or
the
whatever it
parade
is.
they'll have like drag what do they call it? Drag queens? They have like drag queens obviously perform, and then they'll like bring the kids up on stage to perform with drag queens, excuse me.
Yeah.
They'll have them performing with them. It's like, why do we want? They shouldn't be at the parade at all because I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you ever been to or if you ever seen footage, I ain't never been, but I've seen footage. Like, there's a lot of like, almost like nudity.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
there's a lot, bro. Like, if anything, but see, this is the thing that's BS, bro.
And people
Because
twerking, all type of stuff there.
imagine if that was a heterosexual parade and they were doing that, bro. That shit would be shut down
Oh,
so fast, bro.
With the quickness.
Like, But as long as you're a male and you say you're a female, you can be on the streets walking naked, and the cops ain't go, "Oh, you're a female. Oh, okay, it's cool." But if you're like, "No, that's in public indecency, bro. In
Exactly.
jail, quick." Oh,
Easily.
but as soon as you're like, "No, I'm a female." Oh, okay, cool. Just moving on.
Yeah, like they get a
There's-
slap on the
there's-
wrist.
There's nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Just move along.
They get a slap on the wrist because it's like, I think they do that because they don't want to step on nobody's toes. They don't want to offend that group of people.
But then that's kind of like my thing is, okay, you don't want to offend, like, bro, we're not golden coins for everybody to like.
Mm-hmm.
There are people that are gonna love our podcast. There are people that are gonna hate our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we're not here to please everybody. If you're,
Mm-hmm.
if you're here to please everybody, then it's like there's always gonna be somebody you just like. Very proven fact. Freaking Bud Light, Target, all these companies that went woke and did all this thing, and then they were like, oh shoot, we're losing billions of dollars of revenue.
Mm-hmm.
The same people that were like, oh yeah, go, now they're attacking them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh man, F Target, F this, because they moved all that clothes because they saw it was a stupid idea, and they moved it towards the back.
Yeah,
And there were some
exactly.
people that were like, we're gonna burn your
The store
stores
down?
down,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
because they moved it to the back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's the same thing. Like, if that's what, like we were talking before, that's the type of culture you're creating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're creating people to be so angry and so divided because they don't agree on a thing. It's like, bro, you can be gay, you can be trans, you can cut off your dick, you could do whatever you want, but leave the kids alone, bro. Like, if you made a choice that you want to pursue this path, knowing that you can't have kids, right? Because male and male can't have kids, female and female can't have kids, right? They have to attack the heterosexual kids, because if not, their community won't grow.
That's true.
So then that's why that whole agenda, we're queer, we're gay, we're queer, we're here for your children.
We're here, we're queer, yeah.
Dude, that's 100% true. They have to come to your children so they can indoctrinate them, and their community can keep growing. And it has been growing, bro. Like, there's done studies that in I think it was in the 50s or 60s, there was like 1%. Like, right now we're up to like 20%.
Of what?
Of gay people that identify themselves as the LGBTQ.
All these pronouns and stuff?
All the pronouns, bro.
Okay.
And like colleges, like the Brown University, Penn
Yeah,
State.
a lot of
they're
colleges
like
have made a lot of amendments.
40%,
Yeah.
bro. 40%, or like 30 to 40%, or LGBTQ. They think the binary, non-binary, whatever all this BS is now.
You know what LinkedIn is, right?
Yes, it's a
LinkedIn.
business. It's for business.
Yeah,
You know.
and like employment and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, if you go on like LinkedIn pages, like you'll see a lot of like in there, and these are professionals, like business
Yeah.
professionals with like actual accolades and degrees and
Yeah.
achievements and stuff. Like now they got like they them and their and behind their name, like she, like they have their pronouns as many as they
You
could
want.
possibly claim.
Yeah.
In their profiles, and it's like it's all up in the workplace now, bro. And then like you got children's books like the gay BCs
Oh yeah.
with like C is for cock, C
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is for like,
B is for breast, L is
Yeah.
for lesbian, G is for gay.
and then like have the pictures are even crazier. You feel me?
I don't
Like,
even want to know.
yeah, it's just nasty, and it's like they're not showing adults doing this. They showing
Either way, it's gross,
it's
bro.
weird as fuck. Yeah, like all of it is just nasty because like it's a children's book in a children's book section. It's colorful as hell because
Yeah, the
obviously
rainbow.
that pops. The rainbow, you know what I'm saying? Colorful, bright colors attract kids, like, because it makes them. It relates to like their cartoons and the stuff that they watch. So
It's funny how evil takes something that was meant for good and creates it to be bad.
yeah,
Like, the rainbow was supposed to be the promise that the world would never get destroyed by flood. In the flood, like that, this is like God's promise in the Bible. It says that a rainbow came after the flood of Noah, and that was the promise that the earth would never be destroyed by the flood. And they've taken that promise and turned it into something like evil. You know what I mean?
I even remember when that rapper, the Old Town Road. Remember Old Town Road? I'm gonna take my
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. That the artist Lil Nas
Yeah.
X. I remember when he first dropped. Everybody was kind of attacking him at first and
For
calling
what?
him like fruity.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, y'all calling this man fruity because he's not making a song about like guns, drugs. And, like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a cool, like positive song. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, that song blew up.
Yeah,
That
it
song
did.
broke the
It was,
internet.
I mean, I heard, yeah.
Billions of
Good,
views,
yeah.
like streams.
And then there's like
views.
remixes and
Yeah,
stuff.
hella. He even got Billy Ray Cyrus to get on the remix.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
that went
said.
even
Yeah, yeah,
crazier.
Yeah.
And then like he was like, all right, bet. I got my platform, I got my foundation, switched up the whole program. Now bro is like a super, he's gay now. I don't know if you know that. He's like,
I don't really follow
I don't follow him
I
anymore.
got
After
listen
that,
to it.
I
some
stopped.
of it,
And
but-
I ain't unfollow or just like stop listening to his music because he was gay. I stopped because like now he started being like super weird about it. Like there's a music video of him. I think I don't know. I forgot the name of the song. I don't care to know it anymore. But like, there's a video of him like he's in booty shorts and he's like twerking on the devil,
Yeah, I know.
and
Yeah,
he's
I feel like that's a new thing now though. Like everybody's doing it, bro. Like,
a
I
whole bunch of
think
weird shit going on.
like for example, I think right, if we were part of the LGBTQ community, right, this channel would be have thousands already
Bro, we would
upon
have our
thousands, bro.
first
It would
video would have
been,
went viral,
yeah,
bro.
bro. It would have been like go support these,
Facts,
whatever, bro. We'd be out here acting
facts.
clowns and wearing stupid shit.
Imagine we had on tank tops and all type of fruity ass shit,
Yeah, and the
bro.
wigs
We would have
and
been up there, bro.
yeah,
Bro, we would have been making so much money right now. Are you crazy?
yeah,
It would have
exactly.
been everything would have turned.
We
They would have
might,
turned us
yeah.
up easy. It would have turned up a long, long time ago.
But that's like why do you think is that push? Like why is that? Like cuz I feel like everybody's kind of starting to become a sellout because like they see like that's the easy way.
Yeah.
Like what we're doing right now,
He's
this
definitely
is the
a sellout.
hardest way you could
Yeah.
possibly ever do it, bro.
We actually talking
Like if
against
you
this
want,
shit.
this is almost like if you wanted to your channel to succeed, you're doing the opposite.
Yeah, you're doing it
You know
wrong.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Both of us feel, I think, at least part of me, is that
I'm not- I don't know shit like
no
that.
no let me finish.
Okay.
That the reason why we talk about this stuff and or the reason why we're doing our channel the way we're doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The channel is because we don't care about making it easy. We care about the
No,
truth and what's
exactly.
and reality. You know what I mean? It's not to me is the money comes great. Like it'll be awesome. Definitely it would put a lot of less stress because I love doing this. You know, and I want to continue to do it. But the people I feel like too many people are selling out to want to do it the easiest way, and the easiest way is to be a fool, go kiss your brother on freaking national TV or not national, just level up
internet.
on the internet, which is pretty much national TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much at this point.
Or just come out and with saying some outlandish things that you're gay or you're whatever. Like be dressed
Yeah.
the craziest you can possibly, put tattoos all over your body, and that is the road to success
Yeah.
nowadays, which is unfortunate.
That's the blueprint.
Like yeah, that's the blueprint.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Even if you're like the worst singing artist ever, bro, usually you gotta put a mediocre song out, even if it was terrible. Like you didn't get it mixed, no engineering, nothing. And you say I'm coming out, your shit is gonna blow up, bro, and
Bro.
you're gonna get a deal by next
All
week.
you gotta say is Island Boys. That's it.
Island Boys, literally.
Trying to make it, bro.
And they didn't even rehearse that. I'm sure they freestyled that off top, didn't think about it, nothing else, and just like
It was
put it
probably
out there.
dumb luck that they recorded that too. Like I don't think they had like a manager like, all right guys, this is
It's probably some homie or one of their friends or something. They just
Yeah.
probably, hey, record me real quick. It was in a
Yeah.
pool. Obviously, they already look how they look with the
the dreads and all that.
all that shit. They got tattoos everywhere you could
What
possibly.
are
have
they? Are
tattoos.
they like Puerto Rican or
think they're
what
like
are they?
Cuban.
Cuban?
They're from Florida. I think they're Cuban.
Okay.
Cuban, Puerto Rican, something like that. I think they're Cuban. Which is weird because a lot of people there's a lot of like Florida people that are like, yeah, we don't claim these people.
Yeah.
These people do not represent
Florida
Florida.
has one of the weirdest populations. Like they're always
fuck,
doing
yeah.
weird stuff. There
Florida's
was
its own country, bro.
yeah.
For sure. Florida is weird. I
There-
didn't even see a lot of weird shit when I was in Florida though.
No, I think a lot of the weird stuff is down in New York and California.
And
Like,
Miami.
when you walk.
That's
Oh,
where you see
maybe
a lot
that's
of
why you
weird
didn't see
shit.
it.
I wasn't
Yeah.
in Miami. I was in Orlando. So if I was, because Orlando's more like family oriented. You know, that's where Universal. All
Yeah,
that
but
shit
Disney's
is.
there. Like Disney,
Disney?
says they're family, but
Yeah, but it's like
their
people-
movies come out to be different.
True, but like nobody's gonna take. I don't know. Like I know all the weird shit is gonna be like probably towards Miami area. Maybe I don't know. I don't know Florida that well because I've only been like once. I don't know. Maybe Tampa or some shit, but out that way. I know that's where all the famous people. That's where all the influencers, celebrities, and weird people are. So
Yeah.
that's where all that shit is. I'm pretty sure downtown Miami would be very interesting.
You think so?
Fuck yeah.
I don't think it'll be as bad as you think. I don't think it's nowhere near as bad as New York.
Oh, New York is crazy.
I
too.
think I've never been.
There's a lot of weird. I saw a lot of.
I've been
weirdos
to
in New York.
Florida, but I've never been to Miami. But I feel like if you do go, it'll probably be like downtown Houston, where you'll see some of that, but it won't like. But it'll be more Cubans.
There's a
and
lot of
more-
homos in
more-
downtown Houston.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why
Wow.
as soon as you said what you saw, I was like, oh, it has to be downtown. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. I was definitely in downtown.
Yeah.
Like, every time I go out to downtown, like, I
Yeah, you'll
that.
see something, like,
a lot,
yeah.
It's more, I don't know. I mean, And I've always seen a lot of like homos, but I feel like even a lot of people who aren't like, you know what's crazy? I'm gonna hold that thought. You know how like Chick-fil-A is like
Christian.
Christian and like
Yeah.
conservative?
Uh huh.
They hire a lot of homos. Cause like,
Maybe they're
bro,
good workers. I don't
the
know.
one down here, bro,
Which
I
one?
got food.
The one right here by Home Depot. Because there's another one by Costco.
Shadow Creek.
So by Home Depot.
Nah,
Not Home Depot.
there's that Home Depot. There's some there too, and
There's another. That's the only two that I know.
and I couldn't even tell if bro was a girl or
It's
not.
hard, bro. It's hard
Yeah,
nowadays. Like
'cause,
especially
like,
if they're
they
girls.
fix their voice to be super feminine. Like,
Yeah.
you can tell it's forced. It's just like that's not how you sound for whatever. It's your business. But dude, I was trying to say like thank you because I'm usually like polite when people
Yeah.
give me service. I'm like
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you, ma'am, thank you, sir. No matter how old they are,
Yeah.
younger,
Yeah, if
old.
they're younger than you,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
I'm always polite when it comes to business. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it was just weird, bro, because I couldn't even tell if, and he probably was like 18, maybe 19, some young guy, and super flamboyant. And at first I was like, that's a little girl, but then when he put up on me, a little peach fuzz. I'm like, oh, that's a guy. And he's just gay, I guess, but.
You
I
guess?
didn't know. Yeah, whatever. I have to guess now, right?
Oh,
Because I
that
can't
is
assume.
true. Yeah, that
You know
is
what I'm
true.
saying? I can't assume. I can't say what they
Well,
look like.
So would they if it's their if they're transitioned, right, or whatever, do they not think themselves as gay?
What you mean?
So for example, if you or let's say me, right, transition to a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and I still like girls.
No,
No,
because
no,
then
no,
you'd like
no.
guys.
So yeah, then I like guys. Would they think they're not gay or not?
I've had that argument with my
You know what I
homies.
mean?
That discussion with my homies. We was in Florida. We were
Because
talking about
technically
that.
that's gay. Like you're a male that likes other male,
It's just
but you assume you're the female role.
it's an artificial woman.
Yeah, but do
pretty
they
much.
still consider themselves heterosexual?
That's that's the whole thing that confuses me about homosexuals because like they always still take up on like the same heterosexual roles. So there's always got to be one that's more masculine than the other.
Yeah.
So it's like you're literally trying to, mock a normal. Or let me not say normal because they're gonna be like, so gays are normal. You know what I'm saying? I guess a traditional, dynamic between man and woman. So it's like if you gay, then why are you trying to like dress yourself like a man and be the man in a relationship? Or because they call them femmes and doms, the feminine and then the dominant one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So why is there gotta be one, the opposite if you guys are supposedly like in the same sex? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why it don't make no sense to me. Like all this gay, whatever LG alphabet shit.
What
It's
makes
like,
no sense to me is the no binary people. It's like there's no. What the fuck does that even mean?
no gender, I guess. It just
Yeah, like so.
consider
What are you?
themselves
Like there's like what you
fluid,
just said, right?
gender
What-
fluid.
what-
I don't know.
what
Gender
you-
fluidity or
Yeah,
some shit.
but what they don't what I don't understand is like, like you said, they always take two roles,
Yeah.
a male and a female.
Yeah.
So then it's like, what are you talking about? What other thing is there?
I don't know. And then there's this new thing that's called like S plus.
S plus. What's
There's
that?
plus. There's a LGBTQ something.
I thought it was like IA plus or something like that.
There's a lot of
What
shit,
the heck
bro.
does the IA stand for?
Bro, there's so much. I can't even keep up with it at this point anymore. It's just
They're
like,
about to take the Chinese alphabet, bro.
bro, on God, they
Like-
finna start identifying as symbols now. Like,
Yeah, I was saying Chinese.
like it don't make no sense. I don't even know what to call people no more because if I say the wrong thing, somebody might get offended and call me. Because I've said that before one time and I've gotten a weird look. He didn't say nothing to me, but I could tell it's kind of like off-putting, and I did it so unintentionally. I didn't know.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
That's just normal for me.
That's
I'll
just
be like,
human evolution,
thank
right?
you, ma'am. All right, thanks,
Like,
thanks,
yeah.
bro. Like, I'll say bro, and then I remember, I guess he was gay. Yeah, he was, and then like.
So?
like,
What does
he
that
was kinda
matter?
Like, you know what I'm saying? He made like a little face, and I was like, okay, like,
Yeah.
did I offend you? Is this something I said? But then I realized I was thinking to myself, I was like, what the fuck did I do?
But still, like, how would that offend?
Some
like,
people don't like to be called bro. And like, like it's crazy. I call everybody bro. I call some females bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to call my ex-girlfriend bro. Like, bro, chill out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just part of my vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean nothing by it. It's just
Or
a
dude.
word. Yeah, dude.
Chill out, dude.
Yeah, like, dude, watch out, dude. Or like, you know what I'm saying?
homie or,
Homie. Yeah, literally. It's just something
just
you
a
say.
word,
It's just a
yeah.
word. But like,
Yeah.
some people take shit serious like that. I don't know. I mean, I guess. But I mean, if that's where we're headed, fine. Let's head that way if that's what you want. If that's where you want to head. I mean, you can't stop it. So what are you gonna do? You gotta just deal with
But
it.
to me, right, and the whole reasons why we even talk about this stuff is one of the quotes that I've heard from the very first time I ever heard it was Tim Kennedy saying this to Joe Rogan is for evil to succeed, good men just have to do nothing.
And you gotta sit back and let all that shit unfold and let it happen.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying is for evil to succeed, good men just have to do
But then,
nothing.
does that make you a
So
good man if you're sitting there and watching evil do what it's doing
no,
and
you
you're
have
not
to stand
stepping up?
up. You have to stand up and at least voice it.
That compromises your ethics, your morals. You
How?
feel me?
I
Because
think I think
if
if
I'm watching somebody getting robbed, like a woman getting robbed,
yeah
maybe there's no gun involved. She getting robbed at knife point,
yeah
and I can do, and maybe we live in Texas, right?
hmm
And I have a pistol on me,
hmm
and I can easily go stop him. I'm not even gonna shoot him. I'm just intimidate him, just so she can, walk away free
hmm
and safe. And I just choose to sit there and be like, well, it's none of my business, and turn the other cheek. What kind of man? What does that say about me?
that's the whole point. That's what he's saying. He said that for evil to succeed, right? It would be if you did nothing, that would make evil succeed. But if you did something good, that's what stops evil.
Yeah, but
Good men standing up and saying, "Hey, this needs to stop. Like I'm not gonna accept this."
okay, okay, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So like the saying is, for evil to succeed, good
Good man.
men just don't do it. For okay,
Evil to succeed, good men have to sit there and do nothing, or
yeah,
just do nothing.
do nothing.
But then that doesn't make you a good man if you sit there and do nothing. If in my case,
But
or
that's the
my
whole point.
opinion, excuse me.
That's the whole point. Is good men don't sit there and not do anything.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
You
Good
get what I'm
man.
saying?
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, a
what's
good
up?
man is gonna step up to the occasion and defend either his family, his whatever.
That's
It,
what Tate
or,
was saying.
yeah, or when he hears something outrageous, he can't keep, and he knows it's wrong. He's not going to just be like, okay, well, just
Turn the other cheek.
turn the other cheek because I was talking this to my mother-in-law and she was like, well, you shouldn't matter. You shouldn't talk about it on your podcast. You shouldn't. And I said no because
She's
if
telling you not to.
yeah, because especially like when it comes to the whole kid thing, right? It's like, oh, what it doesn't
That's a
matter.
big deal, bro.
But the thing is like because it's a touchy subject, right? And it's and to what I told her is like if I say nothing, if I don't come out here and say what I believe, right? Then I'm letting the evil. I'm the good man, not doing anything. I'm just letting evil go, right? Because everybody thinks that oh, if I keep my mouth shut, it won't touch my family. Like sex trafficking won't touch my family. That's somewhere else.
Yeah.
Until it's not, until it infected your family, then it's like by that time it's too late. You have to bring awareness and stop it before it gets momentum.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
But, but I mean, even if you say something or you try to like surround your kids about people that are supposed to be responsible, and
It
like
can still happen.
it can still happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Because for example, there's this trend that's been going on TikTok with the grimace shakes.
What's that?
The grimace, Grimace from McDonald's. One of the McDonald's characters. He's
I don't
purple.
know.
So the McDonald's came out with this like seasonal shake. I guess it was his birthday. I think from the time he was. I guess they're celebrating the anniversary of him being created as a character, or it's
Okay.
just his birthday. I don't know. They give these people actual birthdays or something.
Yeah, or like anime characters.
You know the McDonald's
something.
characters, right?
Yeah. Oh no, not really. I just know Ronald McDonald. That's it. I didn't know
It's Ronald
that.
McDonald.
I didn't know they had more of a
Really?
lineup. Yeah.
Well, when I was growing up,
Well,
there's
I
like
never.
you'll see them like painted on the walls of the glass doors
No,
of
the
like
only thing
McDonald's.
when I growing up was Ronald McDonald. That's it.
Really?
Oh.
Okay, well, there's a whole bunch of them. There's like, I don't know their names, but there's like, they look like little characters, kind of like animals.
Okay.
And then there's one like, that kind of looks like Cookie Monster, but he's purple or some shit like that. Anyways, his name is Grimace. So there's these Grimace shakes, and they're like purple shakes. There's this principal of like this, I think it's high school or middle school. So he tried to, obviously he was trying to lure one of his students, he was
Okay.
like 14, I think, to like for sex, and he used a Grimace shake and chicken nuggets to try to like, and they found out because he was like texting her or some shit like that,
Yeah.
and he tried to solicit sex out of her through a Grimace shake and chicken nuggets, and this is the head of a print. This is the head
Yeah,
of a
but
school.
that's
the
not
principal.
McDonald's fault that they.
I'm not
were,
saying it's
you know.
McDonald's fault. I'm saying like you surround your kids by people who you think are supposed to be responsible. You would never think a school leader would try some shit like this.
Yeah, I would. Bro, you see what they're teaching them in schools? That's my point. Like if you accept if you accept that they're gonna teach what is it, like gay theory or whatever it's freaking called, that's not gonna happen. you're illusion, you're what's it called?
Delusional.
Delusional. Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Like they're teaching kids about anal sex. They're teaching them like how to suck dick, and it's like,
that's
why do kids
crazy.
need to learn that, bro? The kids don't need
That's
to learn
crazy.
that. Kids don't
That's
need to know none
crazy.
of that shit.
That's
So
crazy.
so if they make that normalized, right?
That's crazy.
If adult comes like, oh well, that's normal. That's what they're teaching me. That's what they're teaching me in school. So I guess it's normal. If I could do, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, my face is like,
Yeah, bro. It's
what the fuck right now?
it's crazy.
Nah,
It's
that's
freaking
it.
crazy.
I don't like how like pedophilia is kind of being
It's
brushed
being
under the rug.
normalized.
Yeah,
It's
being
being
normalized.
normalized.
Like
Yeah.
that shit is weird. Like I
And
get it with the whole gay shit and all the trans stuff. I can see how people want to normalize that because they want to be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
free
They
and
want to do their
whatever.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
Sure,
No, the gay and lesbian
but the
thing, the trans thing is kind of that's
yeah,
where they
that's
transition
weird too.
over.
But I mean, if I can't,
Well, see,
I can't control that.
but I feel that the trans community is what's pushing for the kids. The gay, you never hear the gay. Like before, all gays wanted was
To be heard, and seen,
to
and
be heard,
accepted.
to be the same, right? To be able to get married, get divorced, get okay. Nobody's talking to you. So, but like what I was saying is, it seems like the trans community is like that's the one that are like mutilating the kids, right? Like gay people
Yeah.
aren't like cutting up their parts, body parts, or being on hormone blockers.
No, they're
or-
using them. Yeah, they're
You
using.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they're like, oh no, I decided this at an age. Like even though I was a kid, I was never like pushed to cut my body parts on. But I feel like it's
It's more so the
the
trans
reason why it's
community.
being pushed
Yeah.
so much is for money, is greed, is this pharma, right? Because if you can get
Well, surgeries cost a
kid,
lot.
bro, not only the surgery, bro, you have to have if you're transitioning from a male to a female, now you got the estrogen pills you gotta take. It's a bunch of medications you
yeah.
gotta take, and the same thing if you're a female transitioning, you gotta take testosterone, you gotta do all those surgeries.
Wait, so question. With the with the trans women, from like women to men, do they like get shit attached to them?
I don't know. That's a good
'Cause
question.
I know like
don't
guys,
know.
obviously, it's easy for guys to like cut this shit out and like invert it and
Bro, that's
whatever.
not even easy, bro. Because supposedly there's a thing you have to shove this thing inside you because it's a wound, right?
What about
Like,
your balls?
they cut all that off.
Oh damn.
But it's a wound. Like they make a hole inside of you and it's a wound. You have to shove the
You gotta
thing in.
stretch it out. Right?
Yeah,
and
you
keep
have to.
it
If not,
open?
it closes because it's not natural.
Oh my goodness, that sounds painful. Even.
Yeah, bro. Imagine if you should cut a hole in your thing and you have to keep shoving something in so it doesn't close.
This is weird. Bro.
Like it's not.
That shit.
I don't know how it works for a woman that you know what I mean
That
wants to be a man.
mankind has gotten this creative, and we've used the brilliance of this brain that we've been blessed with to do
Evil.
evil when we could be doing other shit like cure for incurable STDs or HIV, herpes.
I don't know, bro.
Cancer.
but
Shit like this.
The problem that you have, right, is you don't think about it as the elites do. There is no money in cure. There are cures, bro. Like I sent you that video of that gentleman
no, you're right.
that herbs.
Yeah.
He cures everything with natural herbs.
That's true.
When it came to cancer, it came to diabetes, everything that we
STDs,
have,
yeah.
bro, it can be cured. But there is no money in cures.
That's true.
Like they want a lifetime customer. Like if we can get them at freaking 6 years old, we're gonna have a 9 or like 80 years of payments coming to us.
Facts.
And if we could do that to every children, bro, we trillions.
Facts.
So I think that's the whole push, and that's why these companies are like, yeah, because only in the United States can medical commercials be
It's just sad as hell.
done. Like most other countries, that it's not allowed. It's illegal. But here it's like, oh yeah, push this, push that. I don't know,
the
bro.
kids are the biggest market because
Yeah, it is. You get them younger,
Yeah.
you have a longer lifespan that you'll have that customer.
that's probably why they
that
try to
patient.
silence that movie then.
Yeah, bro, because it's not only that, it's that the human trafficking it's actually one of the biggest businesses
But all that
that's
shit
out
goes
there.
hand in hand. You feel me?
Yeah, it does.
Because they're all profiting off of pretty much the demise
But who's the customers,
and the
bro?
abuse of kids.
Like, who are the customers? That's the thing, right? If there's no customers, there's no business.
That's true.
Like, who the hell is the customers?
People are paying for this shit.
Yeah, people paying top dollar for that shit.
Wow.
But like, why? Who are they?
And you know what's crazy? It's adults. And
Well, yeah, I mean,
people who are very evil. So I mean, I would only imagine like there's actually people that I'm sure that have like just
Well,
mental
dude,
problems, giving up their own kids for that shit, selling
yeah,
their kids into
yeah,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
For like drugs or
For
for whatever,
drugs.
yeah. But what's crazy is,
Damn.
uh, if y'all don't follow Tim Kennedy, please do. Like, I don't have any ties to him. Follow him on Instagram. He literally talks about, right. He had just finished watching the movie, and he says that it is way worse. And if you want to go into a little more details, buy his book, Stars and Stripes, and he'll tell you, because he was like an undercover. He's special forces, right? So he had to do like undercover thing on the sex trafficking thing. Bro, he says it's way worse than whatever you saw in that movie. The stories that he could have, and what sucks is that he would know the people doing it, and he could not arrest them. Like he couldn't, and I don't know, bro. Like
That should make
it
you tear up
seemed.
and cry, bro. That shit's fucked up. I don't even think I could watch that movie. I'm gonna cry. I know that for sure.
Oh yeah,
I don't like
bro.
seeing shit like
We
that.
should go watch it together so you just see what it
I'm
is,
gonna
bro.
cry. I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you right
yeah,
now.
but I feel like it's as much as necessary. We have to watch it. Like it's something that you, no matter, because it's almost like the like
Damn.
what's that sign, like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So it's something that you have to see to bring awareness to, for your, not only for yourself but to others. That way you're more educated about it. You know what I mean? Because one day you're gonna have kids, right? And you want to
Not in this
know.
country. Fuck that.
Well, yeah, you might have to, yeah, move.
I'm not doing
But
that.
you still have to protect them, even in another country. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? Because these kids that were taken, they were from Colombia.
Hmm.
And this movie is based on true events. No matter what people try to tell you, like, oh, and the try to not be like, oh, it was nothing. It's a true story. If anything, it's much worse than what you saw.
Man. My heart goes out to all the children worldwide that have
Yeah,
been
and the families,
abused. Yeah,
bro.
the
Yeah,
families abused, misused, in any type of way, bro. Especially for exploited for money and financial gain. Like my heart goes out to you, bro. Like I be praying for people who I don't even know
yeah.
exist, bro. Like dead ass. I be praying for the world. Like man, I just pray like God exposes, the people that are in charge of this shit or heals the world or they find a way to escape it if they've been, in
Well,
this
I don't
shit.
know. I think it's hard. It's almost like the
It's like their life, and then they end up
it's
getting killed,
it's
bro.
almost like slavery, bro. If you think about it, right?
Yeah.
When the slaves were set free, all they knew was to be slaves. So
So
they
then they
went
just
back.
return right
They
back to
went
that
back,
shit.
yeah. So like when people that are in that, right? They get out of it, or they might get out, and then they're like, well, what do I do? This is all I know what
That's
to
all she
do.
knows.
So then
Or
she'll
he
go.
knows,
So
yeah.
then she'll go sell her body.
That's what I'm saying. Literally, bro. Like, I've had so many stories about like people that I know that I've guessed gotten gone through sexual abuse, and then it's like, bro, okay, bet you would think you'd be more reserved, and then like you're
No,
still
if anything,
promiscuous.
yeah.
You still like being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're still throwing yourself out there and making yourself vulnerable. To get got, and it's
I
like
think.
you would think you turn into a damn near a nun and just like stay the hell away from shit like that
I
until
don't
like
know.
somebody you feel like deserves, your body or you as a woman, will come around and respect you and take care of you and nurture you and never make you feel, helpless again. But then people still do this shit. And it's like
Yeah.
so backwards. It makes no sense.
I think what it is that they're trying to find love. So they try to
That
find
ain't
like
it,
all
dog.
in the wrong places. You
That
know what I
ain't
mean?
it. That ain't it at all. That
But
ain't
that's
it.
all they know. Like they assume that is what's love because that's what's been taught. You know what I mean?
That ain't
Like
it.
anything you instruct the little kid as it grows up, it'll think that that's normal or
Yeah.
that's the way it is.
True.
So then they're all they're trying to do is maybe as kids they didn't have that father that showed them love, right? So all they're trying to do is find that male to show them love, and unfortunately, when they're already in that circumstance, what they don't realize that guys guys show their love in more than just sex.
Yeah,
You
facts.
know what I mean?
That's
It's
what I'm
not
saying.
it's
Like,
not just about that.
if you see it, bro, like really, there's some nice guys out there that are really, really actual, genuine, nice guys that just want to like, you know, court you properly. They
Yeah.
don't even like. There was I've told a woman like that's probably like tried to rush, things, between us like sexually. That like no, like let's do
Let's
this the
slow
right
down.
way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Let's actually, because I actually
And
was
that
feeling
might,
shorty.
but that might even be a turnoff to them.
Exactly,
because
and
they're
she
like,
was like taken aback, like, whoa, like
yeah,
that's nobody says that to me. You know what I'm saying? I've never had that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, it's the first time for everything, but then look where it ended up. I'm single, bro. I'm not with
Yeah,
Shorty,
yeah,
right? Because she's used to whatever type of guy she's used to.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And I wasn't raised to be like a douchebag to women. I wasn't raised to like abuse women. I was damn sure not raised to force myself onto women.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's one thing my dad has always let me know. Like she says no, you get the fuck off, and you know, or you just no means no, bro. Like
yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't mean
yeah,
yes, it doesn't mean kinda,
yeah,
just
yeah.
no. You know what I'm saying? So I've never, thank God, I've never found myself in a situation where like I was, being accused of,
Yeah, yeah. Of something. Yeah,
of
yeah.
something like that. So yeah, I don't know. I guess people don't really appreciate good people anymore. That's why the world is so full of shit right now. It's so
Seems like
sad.
the world's so full of hate. You know what I mean? And it seems like it's just a cycle that just continues, and
Yeah.
it just seems like it keeps growing into one of the major problems that I think our society is facing. It's
It's
just
just
hate, whether it's your religion background, your skin color, your if you're gay, straight, lesbian, whatever. It's just I think the only problem that most people have with this LGBTQ is the kids. Like if they would have
yeah.
left the
I
kids
don't care
alone,
about
bro,
nothing y'all
it
do,
would have
bro. Just
been
leave the kids alone. I
it,
don't give a
it
shit
would
about
have
what y'all
been
do.
it
That's
would
your
have been
business.
just fine. But because when it comes to like religion and everything is like I feel like is we're starting to get more along. Like you're Muslim and Christian, we're doing this
People are a lot
podcast
more
together. You know
understanding
what I
about religion
mean?
nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, it doesn't have to always be a fight.
It's just
You know what I mean?
coexistence. Is
Yeah.
like that's really what
Just
it's
don't
all
be a piece
about.
of shit.
Yeah,
You know what
literally.
I mean?
Don't be a piece of shit. Don't be an asshole. That's
Yeah.
all it is at the end of the day. It's like, okay, boo, you know what I'm saying? You're this, I'm not. We
Yeah.
coexist. That don't mean we can't love
Yeah,
each
we can
other.
still have
There's
respect,
people that are
mutual
married
respect.
that aren't even the same religion. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Which it does still make it tough because then when you have kids, you're like, well, where do you want to teach it?
Yeah.
It struggles, but
That's their
that's
business.
their business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kids will, they'll decide. And some kids won't even be either religion. They probably do something totally different from, either parent.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
right.
I've seen this happen. Like, there's kids like, bro, my brother and his girlfriend, like, my brother's a Muslim, obviously. His girlfriend's like a devout Christian. Like, she's a Jesus freak. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Like, reads the Bible, quotes the Bible, listens to, um, sermons and stuff all the time. And it's like, I don't know how that's gonna end up because I think they're finna get engaged actually.
Yeah, that's good.
But I don't know like
I think
how that's gonna work in the long
I would
run.
ask him like, hey, bro, like, I know you plan on this. Have y'all had this discussion when y'all have kids? What are y'all gonna raise them in?
Me, I've talked to him about that
And
before.
what he say?
He's told me it's kind of a weird answer that he gave me. He was like, "Well,
We'll
I'm kind of
figure it
gonna let
out.
they will figure it out along the way." But it's like
I
that's
don't
kind of
know.
dangerous. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Because women are very like they got a lot of pull with kids. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
like
they're supposed to raise them. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
but I mean, obviously he's gonna be in their lives too.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like I'm sure he's gonna want his kids to like go to the mosque with them. But then if their mom is gonna and you don't want to confuse kids like take them to church
I
on
don't know.
Sunday and then the mosque on Friday
I think it'll be actually a good idea because
to do
then
both
yeah,
and then let them
I,
decide along the way.
exactly because then it's like then there's no fight, right? It's like we're going okay, babe.
Church on
You will
Sundays,
take them
mosque
to
on
church Sunday,
Friday.
mosque on Friday, and then as they get older, they can decide
That confuse
what.
people though, bro.
But it might not confuse them. If anything, it might give them a better understanding. You get what I'm saying? Because then they can see both sides. It's kind of like if there's an argument
Mm-hmm.
and a guy is only telling you, oh well I did this, but then she comes out like, well the reason why I acted that way was because his asshole did this.
Mm,
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
they'll see Christianity and then they'll see Islam,
And
and
then
then they can be like, okay, well this makes more sense to me.
so then they'll make their decision as they get older.
Exactly. Because
That could
you know what I
work.
mean?
I don't
It,
know.
it
I
doesn't.
feel like that could work. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like because sometimes, a lot of times, bro, I've been to a church. I've
Yeah,
heard a
yeah,
church
yeah,
service.
yeah.
I've been to a funeral where it's
But
like,
then that's good because it picks up your curiosity. It's like, well, what do they mean by this?
exactly.
You know what I mean? And then you start digging into it versus if they didn't do that, right? They would just be into the worldly stuff.
Yeah.
They like you rather have them asking you about why does it say this in the Bible? Why does it say this? It kind of contradict. Then you can teach them lessons because now they're asking you for knowledge instead of them looking for their knowledge somewhere else, like maybe in schools or just teachers where, or their student or their classmates where they're gonna be teaching them all the bad shit. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. I mean, good luck to them. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
mean, I wish them all the best.
Hope it all
And if they
works
get
out.
engagement, congratulations.
Yeah,
I don't know y'all, but
Yeah,
congratulations.
no. I mean, shout out to my brother, bro. He be watching the podcast sometimes, but I don't know, dude. I wish them the best. They seem really
Yeah.
happy together. So I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure they'll figure it out. But
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
I don't know. I
Just
just
as
know
long
that
as.
it can be confusing for some
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
people because I've seen a lot of people have a lot of religious discussions and they're like, well, this says that and yours says this. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, well, and it'd
And
be
at the
like
end of the
black
day,
and
who
white.
knows, bro?
Yeah.
We might all be wrong.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
You
you
know
only
what I
find
mean?
out
When you pass
when you
away, and
pass. So
when we pass away, we'll know if there is a heaven or hell, or if we were in the right or wrong.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Hey man. Well, good luck to all. And
And with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. And if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching.
Sure, for
Please
sure.
leave a sub down below to be able to keep this podcast going. With that, guys, peace out.